home for scores, recaps, and interviews with our top coaches.
Here are your hosts, Lee Cochran and Ryan Baker.
Week 9 of the high school football season. This is exciting. I know we've only got one more week in the regular season to go through here, but that means we're starting to get league titles shaken out. We can kind of see where those are going. Also, these, if you're looking at Joe Idle, which I know you've been refreshing all night already, even though we have finals, they're probably not updated yet. Just looking at who's where heading into week 9, a lot of this stuff is big for the playoffs, and that was huge in our game of the week tonight as Bloom Carroll gets that 28-17 win over Hamilton Township. Welcome into Byers Subaru Dublin's high school football overtime. I'm Ryan Baker. He is the guru, Lee Cochran. And Lee, everything we said right here, the Mid-State League, Bloom Carroll, now there's one more to go, right? But they clinch at least a share of that Buckeye title, probably the outright thing.
Yeah, and because next week they've got Circleville, and Circleville had lost a couple in a row, but they came up big tonight. So, yeah, they got one next week. They play for the outright title. They've now beaten Hamilton Township 8 out of the last 9 seasons. You know, and I don't know. It's hard-pressed to say that Hamilton Township didn't beat themselves tonight. 5 turnovers, turned it over twice on downs. You know, they had that one inside the 5. I mean, ugh.
And Lee, it's hard to beat anyone in a football game when you turn it over 5 times. But you heard Coach Wolf in the game talk about how well coached that Bloom Carroll team is. It's definitely hard when you're playing a good team and a well-coached team, because a well-coached team usually doesn't make mistakes, and they're taught to capitalize on those.
Well, yeah, what I was thinking when you said that a well-coached team is usually a well-disciplined team.
That's true, too.
You know, and, yeah, you're not going to be able to turn the ball over 5 times and beat a team like Bloom Carroll. I mean, it's hard enough to beat them with no turnovers. But when you're just giving the ball away like that, hey, give Hamilton Township a little bit of credit. They were there, had chances to take the lead, and just couldn't do it there late, despite those turnovers.
We will try to get Coach McKinney on later to talk about the win tonight. We've got some exciting things going on, including a couple of overtime games, a lot of finals to get to that will set up, as we talked about, league title matchups. League championships will be on the line next week in Week 10. So we will do all of that coming up after our first time out. It is Byers Subaru Dublin's high school football overtime on The Fan.
Tweet from a listener.
Are you carrying the Buckeye game today?
Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease a new 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $189 a month. You heard it, $189. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Only at Great Lakes Hyundai, Columbus or Dublin, or GLakesHyundai.com.
GLakesHyundai.com.
With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 10 miles per year, ends 11/3.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com, 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better, you've earned it.
At Kemba Financial Credit Union, we care about you. Consumers like you say they don't want monthly fees for checking, and we listen. Introducing hassle-free checking with no monthly service fee. Use it as an easy place to deposit and transfer your money, along with your everyday banking needs. Plus, Kemba's expansive digital banking services make it easy for you to bank how you want. At Kemba, we're always thinking of ways to put you and your finances first. Visit Kemba.org, federally insured by NCUA. Restrictions apply.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content?
Good news, we're on all the digitals.
Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram.
Your digital home for endless shenanigans.
The Fan.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the number one selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Working your way through that home projects list? More flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Call the Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Make your Halloween a good deal spookier at Meijer with frighteningly good low prices. To celebrate my favorite holiday of the year, get 25% off costumes for you and your little creatures. Select fun-sized bag candy is only $9.99. Indoor party decorations and throws are also 25% off. Perfect for turning your home into a chillingly fun, spooky house. The selection and savings at Meijer are enough to make you go wonderfully batty. You see what I did there, batty? Halloween at Meijer, always a ghoulishly good deal better.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more to get you ready for next year's adventures. Looking to upgrade? The Buckeye Lake Marina staff is there to help you find the perfect boat at unbeatable prices. Buckeye Lake Marina has a long list of satisfied customers and want you to be the next. Don't wait. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
This show gets you so close to high school football, you can smell the stinky shoulder pads. It's Byers Subaru Dublin High School Overtime on The Fan.
Yes, it is. Welcome back in. The penultimate high school football overtime of the season. One
Check
more
out
to
the
go
big
next
brain
week.
on
How about
Ryan.
that?
Look at you.
Sometimes that blind squirrel finds a nut.
Oh, my God.
Just a reminder for everyone next week, by the way, our game of the week, which will be Olentangy Berlin at Olentangy, that will be over on the Fan 2. Next week, because we have Blue Jackets hockey here on the Fan. So the game of the week, you'll be able to catch that over on the Fan 2. Lee and I, though, for the final high school football overtime of the year, will be here on the Fan. It'll be a late start for us, so probably about 10:15, somewhere in there. So as soon as the Blue Jackets coverage is over, Lee will be here. Lee and I will be here next week for high school football overtime. Lee, I want to run through some of these scores, at least in the City League. In the OCC that we've got final. We did have one game last night in the City League. East improved to 8-1. They beat Dayton Ponitz 43-16. In the City League tonight, we do have a couple finals in the North that we can tell you about. Beechcroft has knocked off Centennial 22-15, and Whetstone picks up their second win of the year. They shut out Mifflin tonight 43-0. In the OCC Buckeye this evening, surprise, surprise, Lee, Pickerington Central wins the Buckeye. It seems like they always win the Buckeye. They knock off Taze Valley tonight by a score of 49-17. Newark has topped Reynoldsburg 35-21. Only one touchdown pass tonight, Lee, for Bodie Smith. but that gives him the sole possession of that passing touchdown record that he tied last week. He has 24 now on the season. He was tied with Steele Meester coming into this one. In the OCC Capital, and I know you've got some stats on this one, Lee, Big Walnut improves to 8-1. They will win the Capital this year. It looks like I guess they could share it with Kilbourne possibly, but they beat Dublin Scioto tonight 35-6.
Yeah, they have Westland next week. So, but yeah, tonight's game, another ho-hum performance from Nolan Burley.
No big deal.
Yeah, 16 carries, 187 yards, and 2 touchdowns. My goodness, even my math tells me that's almost 12 yards. That's almost 12 yards a carry. Goodness, Brody Hatfield. He does it on both sides of the ball. He gets a 55-yard pick six, and then he also caught a 48-yard touchdown pass. Big win, big win. And we talked about it last week. I mean, Big Walnuts following the script from last year. Lose to Waterson in the opener, and then run the table.
Just roll everyone else. So congratulations to them. Worthington Kilbourne, we mentioned them. What a season for the Wolves. 34-17. They knock off Westerville North tonight. By the way, real quick, I want to go back to that Big Walnut game. Nolan Burley had 2 touchdown runs in that game, as you mentioned. I heard one of them is an absolutely ridiculous highlight reel run. So you're definitely going to make sure you check out 1st and 10 tonight. Hopefully they were there for that one. And they've got the video on that. Yeah, well, we'll have one of them in here to talk about it here soon. In the OCC Cardinal, what a turnaround for Olentangy Berlin. They started the season 0-5. They are now 4-0 in the Cardinal, 41-17. They beat Marysville tonight. Hilliard Darby gets their first league win tonight. They knock off Thomas Worthington 29-12. And the other game in the Cardinal this evening, it's actually still going on. We have it up on the TV here. Olentangy is leading Dublin Jerome 35-31, just over a minute left, but Jerome has the ball. Jerome has given Olentangy everything they could handle tonight. They've forced quite a few turnovers. They do have a defensive touchdown. They had a block punt that was recovered inside the 5, and Olentangy has had to fight and claw coming from behind in this game.
Yeah, in the fourth, right as we went to the fourth quarter, I think it was 31-21, but they've put up a couple touchdowns, and Jerome has the ball very, very deep in their own territory with not much time left. So, it sets up, like you said earlier, our game of the week.
Yeah.
Going to be a couple teams playing for the outright title.
In the OCC Central, Olentangy Orange remains undefeated, 38-14. They beat Hilliard Bradley tonight. Olentangy Liberty, 21-7. They knock off Hilliard Davidson. So Orange and Liberty, the 2 undefeateds in that one. And do they play next week?
Yes, they do.
Oh, baby, for an outright Central title. Upper Arlington hammers Dublin Kaufman 42-7.
How crazy is that? All 4 Olentangy schools undefeated in league play.
Every time we say something like that, I just think, what if it was one school? I know it'd be huge, but what if that was one school? That'd be dominant.
We've often thought about that with Dublin's, with Hilliard's, Pickerington's,
of course.
Yeah.
In the OCC Ohio, Westerville Central 30-0 winners over Central Crossing. Gahanna, they beat Grove City tonight 44-20, and Pickerington North knocks off New Albany 35-7. Adik Thomas, a huge game. Their running back, touchdown runs of 21, 11, 51, and 80 yards. That sets up a massive game next week for the league title between Gahanna and Pickerington North.
Yeah, and Gahanna's won the last 4 meetings. And a couple of them have been a little bit of blowouts too. So, but I love it when it comes down to, we got 3 of the 5 divisions that are going to come down in the OCC that are going to come down to week 10, winner take all.
Pretty good scheduling there by the OCC, I would say. How about this, Lee? In the City League, Northland. Hands Linden McKinley, their first loss of the season, 20-14. The Vikings win that in overtime. That'll probably be a share then of the City League North with those 2 teams.
Well, you got East.
Yeah, East is in there as well.
East and Linden play.
They play next week.
They play next week, and East is undefeated. So if Linden can beat East, then you're going to have a 3-way tie.
3-way tie, yeah. but East could win it outright next week. So another one of those Week 10 games that looms large for a league championship. We've got to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we mentioned 1st and 10 coming up on 10 TV tonight. We will get a preview of that. I'm not sure if Dom or Nicole is coming in, but we'll have one of them coming up next. It's high school football overtime on The Fan.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
The football season now stretches from August to late January, and we can't afford not to be at our very best all season. Hey guys, it's Eric Reeser, and if you're like me, looking at the calendar wondering how you're going to stay at 100% for the next 5 months, do what I did, go see my friends at Hydrate Me Med Spa. I went to their Grandview location, got hooked up with a fast vitamin push that's got me feeling better than I have in years, and the NAD Plus has me thinking better too. From IV to aesthetic treatments, look great, feel great at Hydrate Me Med Spa. 4 locations, Grandview, Granville, New Albany, and Dublin. Book your appointment at hydratememedspa.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Be an early bird and save on your Thanksgiving turkey today. Select frozen grade A Kroger brand turkeys are 99 cents a pound with your card. Limit 2. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Get ready because the Clayton Homes Red Tag sale is officially here, and it's the best time of the year to buy your dream home. For a limited time, they're slashing prices, offering you the chance to save thousands on select in-stock homes. These are move-in ready homes with unbelievable markdowns, but only while supplies last. These homes are designed with energy efficiency in mind. You'll stay warm and cozy this winter and comfortable year-round. Lower energy bills, better indoor comfort. Yes, please. So whether you're looking for more space, your first home, or just a great deal, now is the time to make it happen. But don't wait. These homes are priced to move, and when they're gone, they're gone. Visit your local Clayton Homes to find out which homes are part of the sale and lock in your savings today. The Red Tag Sale going on now at Clayton Homes locations and online at theredtagsale.com. Terms and conditions for the Red Tag Sales event at redtagsale.com. Available only at participating Clayton Homes family of brands retailers through 12/31. Amounts of savings may be limited. Ask for details. May not be available with certain financing. Lender restrictions apply.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. From Picktown to Marysville and everything in between. This is Byers Subaru doubling high school overtime on The Fan.
All right, so I don't want to say we lied to you, but we just didn't give you a whole truth, I guess. Dom and Nicole, they are working feverishly out there getting ready for 1st and 10 right now. So I will let you know the games they will have highlights of tonight. It was the game of the week right here on the Fan. It's theirs too. Bloom Carroll at Hamilton Township. Bloom Carroll getting that 28-17 win. They will have highlights from Gahanna's 44-20 win over Gross City. Olentangy Oranges 38-14 win over Hilliard Bradley. Olentangy Berlin's 41-7 win over Marysville. An exciting one with Westerville South and Harvest Prep. We can tell you that one has gone final in overtime. The Wildcats go for 2. They get it. They beat Harvest Prep tonight, 29-28. They will also have highlights from Worthington Kilbourne's win over Westerville North. Franklin Heights' win over Bexley. I believe, Lee, that was a shutout tonight. I believe that was 35-0. Well, at least the last I saw. I'm not sure if that one has gone final just yet, but that was the thing. And now I have this pop-up ad over my screen, Lee. Let's get that out of there. There we go. Reedy and Columbus Academy. Olentangy Liberties 21-7 win over Hilliard Davidson. And Hilliard Darby's first league win tonight, 29-12 over Thomas Worthington. So that is what's coming up here in about an hour and 10 minutes on 1st and 10. But as Dom would say, just get your TV on Channel 10 right now. Like, it should never leave Channel 10.
Well, Dom said, if you're like Dom, you only have one channel, Channel 10.
That's all you need, right?
That's all you need.
And you don't even have to pay for that. You can just get you some rabbit ears, and you can go for there. So, let's go back to these scores. We gave you the scores here from the City League in the OCC this evening. So let's give you the rest of the finals that we have. In the Mid-State League Buckeye, Fairfield Union gets a 34-14 win over Amanda Clear Creek, and Circleville picks up their first win. Hard to believe. Like, we talked about some of these teams in the swings, Lee. Circleville was 5-0 heading into league play. Then all of a sudden they lose 3 straight in league play, and it's just how there's the craziness how there's 2 different seasons, but Circleville gets a 56-27 win over Liberty Union tonight.
Yeah, you know, and we talked about Berlin being 0-5, and now they're 4-5, winning all 4 league games. And Olentangy Liberty started out 0-3. Now they're undefeated in league play. They're now 6-3. So yeah, you know, I mean, but good. It's, you know, Coach Sherritt. You know, it's still you know, they've clinched a winning season. So, you know, that's good for Coach Sherritt's first year at his alma mater.
Yeah, it really is. So the turnaround that can happen with some coaching there. Watkins Memorial in the Licking County League Buckeye, 42-14 winners over Licking Heights. Granville crushes Zanesville 52-8. In the Licking County League Cardinal, Newark Catholic gets their second win of the season, 28-14. They beat Lakewood tonight. Over in the Central Buckeye Conference, how about London, Lee? 37-0. They beat Tecumseh this evening. They're 9-0 now on the season. What is that? Is that 34 regular season
34
games?
Regular season.
34 straight that they've won. We talked to Coach Cutler last week. This London team, I think we kind of forget, right? We've talked a lot about Watterson in Division III because they win the state championship last year. This London team was in the state semifinals last year, too. They lost to that Watterson team. We don't know how the OHSAA is going to break down the divisions. Sometimes it switches every year with the regions, but I kind of suspect we might get a rematch of that state semifinal game again this year.
Yeah, we very well could. And that's the 5th straight shutout for London. We've talked a lot about their offense, but that defense is just stout. They've not given up more than 14 points this year in a game. They did that 3 times.
When we get through these scores, I want to talk about another defense that we were talking about in the break, too, because we don't always think of defense with this team. But defense is what gets you over the hump a lot of times in a season. And I want to talk about that with one team in Central Ohio. West Jefferson, they get a 20-7 win tonight over West Liberty Salem. Northeastern, 52-26 winners over Mechanicsburg tonight. Watterson, they improved to 8-0, a 49-12 win over Cincinnati Northwest. Big game from their quarterback, Drew Belisari. He throws for 2 touchdown passes. He also runs for 3, including a 65-yarder. We talked about Westerville South. They improved to 7-2 with that 29-28 overtime win over Harvest Prep. And then Chillicothe knocks off McLean tonight, 36-14. Lee, we don't talk about Chillicothe much. In fact, we may not have talked about them at all on the show except for a few finals. They have a sophomore running back, Carte Lagon, who is pretty daggone good. Has a lot of colleges looking at him. He's going to be a fun one to watch here in the next couple of years.
Sophomore,
just
right?
a sophomore. So we were talking about defense, Lee, and I think, I don't know if you still have their schedule pulled up in the numbers. Pickerington North, somebody texted me just here a little bit ago, and they were at the game tonight, and they said Pickerington North's defense is unbelievable. And a lot of times when we think of Pickerington North, especially over the years, we think of offense. They have some explosive players. Even this year, Jaron Mock, their quarterback, right, going to Bowling Green. Adik Thomas has really showed himself as one of the better running backs in Central Ohio this year. We talked about him. He had 4 touchdowns tonight. They gave up 24 points in their opening game of the season. They lost to Lakewood St. Ed's. They haven't given up much since.
No, the next 6 games they gave up a total of 13 points and had 3 shutouts. Now Grove City got 21 on them last week, and what was the score tonight with New Albany?
35-7, and that 7 for New Albany was a defensive touchdown.
A defensive touchdown, it still counts against you. But no, after that opener, we were like, man, we thought Pickerington North was a contender. Wonder what happened. Well, they turned it around quickly. And let's not forget that, we can sit here and say, well, in that streak, they played Central Crossing, who's winless, Thomas Worthington, who's 1-8, Dublin Kaufman's, who's 2-7. But they also handed Pickerington Central their only loss.
And held them to 3 points.
Yeah, 17-3. So, that Region 3 is going to be fun. At Region 3 is going to be a fun one to watch.
How about this? Speaking of fun, DeSales was down into the Cincinnati area tonight taking on Harrison. Elvis Castro hits a 27-yard field goal with 6 seconds left. It was his 3rd of the game, and the Stallions knock off Harrison 23-21 tonight.
That's a big win. And, we're at the point now. I mean, DeSales has clinched a playoff spot, and they came into tonight 4th. And as we know, the top 4 teams get a bye. That is going to be very, very important. That because Harrison came in 6-2 also, and next week Watterson or DeSales has Hartley, and but boy, they're in line for a first round bye.
DeSales 2 losses this year. One's to Watterson, and the other
to Baden.
I mean, the 2 pretty good teams right there.
Both undefeated still.
Yeah. So
Baden's 9-0, Watterson's 8-0.
So this DeSales team, and you mentioned it right there with the computer points, they're right there to get a bye.
Yep.
And then a home game after that in that Region 7. And listen, that we know that Region 7 has Big Walnut, who won it last year. We know Massillon, Washington is in that region, even though they're a little lower. That schedule that they play is crazy.
Well, they've got Westerville South's in there, too.
I was going to say Westerville South's right in that mix.
Canal's a sneaky 8-1 right now.
There have been times when we've talked about Region 7 as kind of a weaker region. I don't think that's the case this year. That region's pretty good. Worthington Kilbourne in that region, and they've had a really good year. So there are some teams in that region that are a little better than it has been in the past.
Well, and I think the big thing was last year, with Big Walnut winning that region because Massillon just owned it.
Had dominated it.
Yeah, and for Big Walnut to say, hey, we can win this region. I think it also allows Canal Winchester, DeSales, Westville South, and why not even throw Worthington Kilbourne in there to say, hey, we could make a run in this region too.
We did just get a couple finals. Olentangy has won, so they improved to 8-1. They beat Dublin Jerome tonight, 35-31. And then over in the Central Buckeye League, Columbus Academy, 29-19 winners over Reedy this evening. Talk about teams that have flipped their season around. Columbus Academy started this year 1-3. They beat Northland, then they had a tough loss to Jonathan Alder, a loss to Heath where not really sure what happened. Heath really just got the best of them that night, 34-7. But then they have rolled off now 5 straight wins, and coming into tonight, they were sitting there third in Region 19 behind Ironton and Wheelersburg. So Columbus Academy probably going to get a bye now with a big win tonight over Reedy.
Yeah, and heading into tonight, they'd already clinched a top 8 spot, for a home game. Now it's just to see if they can get that bye.
So pretty impressive win there for Columbus Academy. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we will give you some more scores. Got at least one coach lined up. Hopefully talk to another here coming up as well. It's high school football overtime brought to you by Byers Subaru Dublin on The Fan.
Big voice guy here to remind you that you're listening to The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Okay, thanks. I have 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Columbus, October is here, and with good weather comes more home improvement projects. Do you have old, stuck, or cracked windows that you've been putting off replacing? Well, Window Nation Columbus can help. This month, when you buy 2 windows, you'll get 2 more for free. There's no limit to how many windows you replace, and your total price includes 1-day installation. With Window Nation, you also won't have to make any payments for 2 years, which is a big deal with the holiday season coming up. And did I mention you could celebrate your newly upgraded home with 2 free tickets to an upcoming Ohio State football game? What other company in Columbus would thank you for replacing all your windows in your home with a fun experience like that? Put an end to your window problems before this beautiful fall weather ends. Now through October 31st, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free now, plus pay nothing for 2 years with Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit windownation.com today to start your free estimate. That's windownation.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
At Kemba Financial Credit Union, we care about you. Consumers like you say they don't want monthly fees for checking, and we listen. Introducing hassle-free checking with no monthly service fee. Use it as an easy place to deposit and transfer your money, along with your everyday banking needs. Plus, Kemba's expansive digital banking services make it easy for you to bank how you want. At Kemba, we're always thinking of ways to put you and your finances first. Visit Kemba.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Restrictions apply.
Bishop and Friends.
I broke every traffic law you can break to get kids to middle school on time. Blowing through stop signs, yellow is green.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
You know me, when it comes to big moments like popping the question, I always say, I've got a guy. That guy is Bob Capace at Worthington Jewelers.
Thanks, Common Man. Right now, it's our fall bridal sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Engagement rings, wedding bands, wedding jewelry. We've got it all.
If you want sparkle, you want quality, and you want to save big, trust me, I've got a guy.
That's me. Come see us at Worthington Jewelers.
Worthington Jewelers.
Where Columbus gets engaged.
Let's face it, repairing or replacing your roof is a big decision. It's an investment in your home, your safety, and your peace of mind. But with so many roofing companies out there, how do you know which one to trust? How do you know your investment will be in good hands? Since 1992, Newman Roofing has been the family-owned company homeowners have relied on. We understand that roofing projects can be stressful. That's why we built our company around you, offering a white glove experience designed to make your roofing project as smooth and easy as possible. At Newman Roofing, we focus on the details because the details matter. Our craftsmanship, attention to quality, and commitment to service are second to none. Why? Because when your name is on it, it just means more. Your roof isn't just another project. It's our promise to deliver the very best. So, as the cooler weather approaches, don't wait. Get your Newman roof while there's still time this fall. Call us today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Here's a look at your Friday night forecast as we're tracking mostly cloudy skies and temperatures cooling down to the low 50s here for the overnight hours. And then a warm day on Saturday with mostly sunny skies and temperatures up to the low 80s here across the region. Very warm conditions, but that will change as showers and storms and windy conditions arrive here for Sunday. Highs are only in the 60s, and the cooler weather in 60s will continue as we head into next week. That's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
Friday nights mean high school football in Ohio. This is Byers Subaru Dublin High School Overtime on The Fan.
Welcome back in. I'm Ryan Baker. He is the guru, Lee Cochran. Glad to have you along for this Week 9 edition of Byers Subaru Dublin's High School Football Overtime. Let's head out now on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline and go to the head coach of the Bloom Carroll Bulldogs. They won 28-17 tonight over Hamilton Township in our game of the week. Coach Jeremy McKinney joining us now. And Coach, huge win tonight for you guys, not only for league title implications and playoffs, but also because you had a lot of injuries tonight. You had some offensive linemen out. Your starting quarterback was out. How were you guys able to overcome the injuries? I know 5 turnovers helps, but how were you able to get this win tonight?
I think a big part of it is our guys have been in situations like this over the years. This is our senior class's 40th win tonight. A couple of our guys that were freshmen that were on special teams back in 22, and they got to play in Tom Benson Stadium in the championship. Some of our guys have played in 50 football games so far in their high school career. So I think injuries are a big deal, obviously. But I think we've kind of set the expectation as a program of taking care of business when the lights come on, and that's obviously you mentioned 5 turnovers. Anytime you can get 5 turnovers, that certainly helps your cause.
Yeah, and Coach, I guess one thing that kind of has impressed me this year. I mean, you started out 1-2, you've now won 6 in a row, but I guess it took off. Did it take the offense a little bit of time to come around? Because you were shut out one game, you had 10 points in another game, and you changed your offense this year, didn't you? I mean, you had Ethan Thantanavong. He threw for almost 7,000 yards in his career, and now you've run the ball and you've got almost twice as much rushing yards as you do passing yards.
Yeah, I mean, like most programs have to do in high school, smaller schools, that you adapt what you're doing to the personnel you have. I mean, like you mentioned, Ethan's a 2-time All-Ohio quarterback. So anytime you graduate a 2-time All-Ohio quarterback that won 33 games in high school as a 3-year starter, things are probably going to change a little bit. But like to our senior class, though, too, they just won at least a share of their 4th Mid-State League championship too. So I back to kind of that first question that I think some of it is just that the expectations that they have for themselves of they want to come out, they wanted to go out as seniors, as champions, just like the way they came in. And in fact, credit to all of our guys all the way back. That was actually the 8th consecutive Mid-State League championship, at least a share of it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say, Coach. I was going to double that for you, and you did it for me. you've got Circleville next week, and then the playoffs coming up. I mean, looks like you'll get a home game, and there's an outside shot that you could get a bye for the first round. With the change in the way the setup for the postseason, is that bye kind of enticing right now?
Yeah, I honestly don't know how to feel about it. I knew it was kind of out there as a possibility for us if we were able to take care of business tonight, but I hadn't thought much about it yet. It's an interesting thing because, of course, as you well know, that's not something you get used to in high school football, especially not during the playoffs. But our focus, of course, is going to be Circleville. They scored 35 points against Hamilton. We had that game on film. They do some pretty good things. So I'm sure they would like nothing more than to come up to us next week and knock us off. So our focus is going to be totally Circleville until it's time to think about playoffs or a bye or anything else.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the big win tonight and the nice turnaround in the season. After a 1-2 start, you guys are sitting here at 7-2 with a share of that league title. Enjoy it tonight, and then turn your attention towards Circleville next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on, guys.
He's the head coach of Bloom Carroll, Jeremy McKinney, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. And Lee, when you think about that, playing tonight without your quarterback, Parker Couch comes in, does an admirable job. Your left tackle's out, so you move your center from left tackle or from center out to left tackle. Your left guard goes into center. A new guy comes in at left guard. You're moving all kinds of pieces around there, and it doesn't really miss a beat. And you heard Coach Wolf on the broadcast say, this Bloom Carroll team is really well coached. One, you can do that because you got kids that buy in, but you can do that easier because this Bloom Carroll team, even before Coach McKinney was the head coach, going back to Wade Bartholomew, who was at Olentangy now, and even before Coach Bartholomew, this Bloom Carroll program has been a program as long as you and I have been doing a show together that has been in the mix.
Yeah, and as he mentioned, they played for a state title. So, hey, it's when and it goes back to also the fact that they've been in the playoffs so much, they've gotten that extra practice time. And, that we've talked to several coaches about the importance of that. And I think it all kind of just goes hand in hand. You're in the playoffs. You understand what it takes to get there, to be there consistency, and to win consistently. And you don't do that by, you do that by being disciplined, good coaching staff. And Bloom Carroll's got all that. And talented athletes. Let's not kid ourselves. They got some talented athletes. But I also like what Coach McKinney just said, too. They were a passing team. He said, we've got to adapt our personnel. But we've seen coaches who won't. They'll say, this is the way we do it. You adapt us. We don't adapt to you.
Yeah, and I love that they did that. And we didn't even talk to him about old Rusty Hutchinson out there on the outside. He kicks, he runs the ball, he catches the ball, he kind of does everything for him. I remember, I believe when Rusty was a freshman, he was at Fairfield Christian Academy, and he kind of burst on the scene there, is doing all kinds of stuff. Transfers into Bloom Carroll. Kind of took him a little bit of time adjusting to Bloom Carroll, but I love that little dude, man. He does everything for the Bulldogs. Lee, how about this? These are a couple teams we definitely don't ever talk about. Beaver Eastern tonight beat South Gallia 71-52.
Yeah.
In this game, their quarterback, Eric Manley, sets a state record with 11 touchdown passes. 7 of those to wide receiver Boston Webb, also a new state record. So how about that? Someone giving that to us tonight on Twitter. So congratulations to those two young men. That's a heck of a night for both of them.
Oh, yeah, and I'm just looking at their schedule. They beat South Point 13-6 in the opener. They've not been below 40 points since then. They've been between 40 and 49 the next 7 games, and throw up 71 tonight.
Maybe we'll have to check those stats, try to find those stats on the season and where those two young men are at for the year. We talked a lot about Bodie Smith and his touchdown passes on the year with 24 now. He almost got half of that in one game here tonight.
11?
That's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive?
Hey, we've got a couple more scores. Let's give to you.
Anything like this?
Nothing like that.
Hey, wait, real quick. How'd Marion Local do tonight?
It was 42-0 last I saw. So no barn burner tonight for them. We'll save that for next week when they wrap it up with Coldwater, where I'm sure we'll get 50-50 uptate again like we usually do. In the OCC Buckeye, Groveport has beaten Logan tonight 44-13. Going through the list here. City League West gets their first win of the year, 25-23. They knock off South tonight. Buckeye Valley 35-3 winners over Whitehall this evening. We do have that Franklin Heights score, 35-7. They beat Bexley. In this one, Franklin Heights running back Deshaun Cowan goes over 1,000 yards for the season. That's the first running back, Lee, for Franklin Heights to do that since 2016, and Brendan Knox did that. And we know Brendan Knox was a heck of a good one, played at Reedy and Franklin Heights, and then went on to Marshall and had a little bit of a career. I think he might have even played in the USFL for a little bit, might have got a stint there. But 9 seasons since that's happened. Congratulations to Mr. Cowan. That's pretty good for the Falcons.
That's really good, yeah.
And they're having a pretty good season here, 6-3 now. Where are they sitting? We talked a little bit about Region 7. Where were they sitting in the computer points coming into tonight?
They are 11th. A lot of these are updated.
Okay.
Joe Idle is
he's on it tonight.
He's on tonight.
It's almost playoff time, so
and they're sitting right now at 11th. So, that's getting them in.
Yeah, so congratulations to them. They got a chance here to make it into that Division II Region 7 playoffs.
And they've got Reedy next week.
Okay,
that'll be a good game.
That'll be a good one. 2 schools very close to each other there. Hartley has beaten Kip Columbus tonight, 39-26. St. Charles falls on the road to University School, 21-20. Lucasville Valley beats Grandview, 41-8. And Logan Elm gets their second win of the year, 40-7 over Albany Alexander. Also, Westfall tops Piketon, 53-21. We are going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will give you some more of the scores and talk about Week 9. It's high school football overtime on The Fan.
1, 2, 3. Here in The Fan is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and a multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Van Scoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors. Concerned about your investment's rate of return? Let us show you exactly how your portfolio is performing. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Get Eco. Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
Get Eco. Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone, everywhere, is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwonk them.
Get Eco.
If you need someone to unwonk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwonk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
More and more these days, people who are in pain are taking control of their health and looking beyond traditional medicine. Hey, it's Tyvis Powell. People just like you are finding lasting relief without steroids, medication, or surgery. Right here in Columbus at QC Kinetics, you'll be treated by highly regarded orthopedic surgeon Dr. Ray Tesner, founder of Grant Sports Medicine. Here's how it works. Your blood contains tiny but mighty healing tools. At QC Kinetics, Dr. Tesner and his team get to the root of where your pain stems from, right down to the cells involved. By putting these natural elements to work, your body can revitalize your joints, literally using your own power to heal. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. If your back, knees, or shoulders are keeping you from enjoying life, explore all your options before you agree to more pills or surgery. Find out if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Brian Baker knows more about high school football than anyone. Except Lee Cochran. This is Byers Subaru doubling high school overtime on the Fan.
Welcome back in. Byers Subaru Dublin's high school football overtime. Lee, we did get a final in the break from the City League. Marion Franklin has knocked off Briggs tonight by a score of 27-14. Want to run through some of the OCC scores again for you. Groveport knocks off Logan this evening. 44-13 was the final in that one. Pickerington Central 49-17 winners over Tays Valley. Newark gets by Reynoldsburg 35-21. Those in the OCC Buckeye. In the OCC Capital, Big Walnut improves to 8-1, 35-6. They knock off Dublin Scioto. Worthington Kilbourne improves to 7-2. They double up Westerville North 34-17. Olentangy Berlin 41-7 winners over Marysville. Hilliard Darby 29-12. They beat Thomas Worthington. Olentangy 35-31. They beat Dublin Jerome. Those in the OCC Cardinal this evening. In the OCC Central, Olentangy improves to 9-0, 38-14. They beat Hilliard Bradley. Olentangy Liberty 21-7 winners over Hilliard Davidson, and Upper Arlington 42-7. They beat Dublin Kaufman. In the OCC Ohio, Westerville Central 30-0 winners over Central Crossing. Gahanna beats Grove City 44-20. Lee, a big night from their running back, Leon Cummins.
Yeah, he did it again on both sides of the ball. 12 rushes, 146 yards, and a touchdown. And he also returned a fumble, 55 yards for TD.
It's a heck of a night right there. Doing it to it on Grove City Senior Night. Pickerington North, 35-7. They beat New Albany. Let's give you some City League scores real fast, too. In the City League North, Beechcroft 22-15 winners over Centennial. Linden McKinley gets their first loss of the year at the hands of Northland, 20-14 in overtime. Whetstone 43-0 over Mifflin, and East beat Dayton Pond. It's 43-16 in the South. Marion Franklin, we just mentioned, 27-14. They beat Briggs, and West gets their first win of the year, 25-13. We have talked quite a bit about Division II, Region 7 tonight because it is shaping up to be a heck of a battle here. One of the teams in that region is DeSales. They improved to 7-2 tonight with a 23-21 win over Harrison. It came down to the final seconds of the game. Elvis Castro hits his third field goal of the night with 6 seconds left. DeSales gets the win. Their head coach Ryan Wiggins joins us now on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. And Coach, what are your feelings there as you get down to the final seconds and everything's on the line with your kicker?
It was, it was a battle all night, and we had a lot of adversity, a lot of tough situations, and we actually had a lead, and then they climbed back in, and we just found a way. It was whether it was play being negated, whether it was a penalty, whatever the case might be, and we just went down there and put ourselves in a field goal range, and we hit 3 on the night, so that was good. But it's tough. I mean, it's tough. You're 2 hours from home, winning on the road against a good team. So it was kind of a preview of what playoff games are like.
Well, it's something you guys are pretty used to through the years is traveling like that. But, going back to a little bit more about tonight, Coach, you said some adversity. You said you had some penalties and some miscues. Pretty frustrating for that to be happening in Week 9, but you still come out with a win.
Yeah, when I say tough situation, you're playing 2 hours from home, a tough crowd. It's just some things that just didn't seem to be falling our way. But again, we hung in there, made enough plays to win, found a way to win. Our guys were tough. We got a pick 6 score when we were struggling a little bit. It just different parts of the game stepped up when they needed to, and that was it was good to come out of there with a win.
Coach, you talk about the pick 6 there. What does, and it seems like we saw a lot of defensive scores tonight in Central Ohio high school football. When you get a score on that side of the ball, what does that do for team morale and momentum?
Well, I thought it was huge for us tonight because we were, at the time, winning 13-7. Again, we had settled for some field goals. Points were hard to come by, and they were down near the red zone, and we were able to pick it off and return it 80 yards for a touchdown. So just a huge momentum swing, and then all of a sudden you feel like you have a little bit of control of the game at that point. So great play, John Hockaday, one of our seniors, one of our leaders, just made a great play, and it was huge for our team.
Well, you've won 3 in a row now, Coach, and there's a big one coming up next week. You guys have a lot to play for. Obviously, you've clinched a playoff berth, possibility of a first. You're going to likely have a home game and possibility of a first-round bye, and it all comes down to facing a Hartley team that might need a win to get in the end of the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's always a big game, and I think you're right. I think they're going to have their backs against the wall, and we have a lot to play for, too, and it's Week 10, and it's CCL football, so I'm sure both teams will be excited. But, for us, there's a lot to play for here in the second half of the season. And, tonight was a great opportunity. We're happy we got it, and we're going to keep trying to go forward here.
Coach, you guys are used to having eyes on you. DeSales is one of the perennial powers in Central Ohio, but a lot of people pay attention to you this year because of who your quarterback is. R.J. Day, the son of the Buckeyes head coach Ryan Day, already as a junior, the most prolific passer in school history at DeSales. This is his 3rd year now as the starter. Where have you seen RJ grow from the quarterback that he is now to the quarterback that stepped on the field there at Alumni Stadium for the first time as a freshman?
Well, number one, he's a lot bigger and stronger just, from the years of the weight room and stuff. But he's also more mature. He's more of a leader. He's more grounded. He's more he's got a good perspective on things. His ball security and decision-making has been really good this year. And he's thrown for a lot of yards, and so proud of his progress. And if he can keep it up, I think, when we execute, we can be a pretty good offense. We can get the ball around pretty well. So real happy with his play, and then hopefully it continues here into the Week 10 and into the postseason.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the big win this evening. Good luck next week when you take on Hartley, and as you said, Week 10 and beyond here.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
He's the head coach of St. Francis de Sales. Ryan Wiggins joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. When you start looking at their schedule, Lee, that tough win week 1 over Berlin, and Berlin obviously is on a 4-game winning streak. Northland, who's 6-3 now on the year. Afrocentric, who's 7-1 on the season. The 2 losses to Baden and Watterson, who are a combined 17-0. They play a Division I size school team out of Kentucky in George Rogers, who's 5-4. It's just a pretty big-time schedule. Harrison was 6-2 coming into tonight. We know DeSales is used to that, and we know that's usually why they play so well in the playoffs. 1, they're a good team, but 2, they are battle-tested. This DeSales team, 7-2, they're probably one of the best teams in the area.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And, when we were talking to Coach, I mean, that's one thing kept popping in my head was the 2 losses are teams combined 17-0. And, again, there's right now they're sitting at number 2 in the region. I think, if they can beat Hartley, they very well could have that first round. But it is interesting. We talked to Coach McKinney, do you want to buy?
Especially if you're playing well right now.
Yeah,
if you're on a roll.
If you're a team like Liberty started out 0-3, and then if they would win next week and they'd be 7-3, you got it rolling. I don't know.
What if a Berlin beats Olentangy next week and goes into the playoffs on a 5-game winning streak? I mean, they're not going to get a bye, but if you're a team like that, do you want to have that break if you're rolling and everything's going good?
Yeah, that's a tough one. It gives you a chance to heal up, and that's good. But it's a scheduling hiccup if you have a bye week in Ohio high school football. And because you just don't have the natural buys. And so it'll be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how it goes this year.
We've gotten a few more scores. So what we will do is we will take our final timeout. When we come back, we will run through all the scores and then what everybody's waiting for. The Guru's final thoughts on Week 9. And he's going to slip Week 10 matchups in there as well. It's Bayer Subaru Dublin's high school football overtime on the Fan.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. We have had some good weather over this fall. It's been mostly warm, but sooner or later, it's going to get cold. Maybe you're already starting to feel it in your house because your old drafty windows are letting in that air. Could be the builder grade windows that just came with your house. You thought you were getting great windows. Turns out they weren't as good as you thought. That's where Window Nation can help. This month, you can buy 2 windows and you'll get 2 more for free. There is no limit to how many windows you replace. Plus, your total price includes 1-day installation. Window Nation also has a deal where you don't have to make any payments for 2 years. Is that going to help out with your holiday bills a little bit? I would think so. And above and beyond all that, Window Nation also is giving away tickets to an Ohio State football game when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows. Free windows, 0 payments for 2 years, all with Window Nation. Go to windownation.com. The estimate is free, the windows are great, and you can get Ohio State tickets. What's not to love? Go to windownation.com today. Once again, that's windownation.com. Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better. You've earned it.
You know me, when it comes to big moments like popping the question, I always say, I've got a guy. That guy is Bob Capace at Worthington Jewelers.
Thanks, Common Man. Right now, it's our fall bridal sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Engagement rings, wedding bands, wedding jewelry. We've got it all.
If you want sparkle, you want quality, and you want to save big, trust me, I've got a guy.
That's me. Come see us at Worthington Jewelers.
Worthington Jewelers.
Where Columbus gets engaged.
Did you know that the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Tim? And did you know that man shaves his pits? True story.
Listen weekdays at 3.
The Fan.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Finally, fall is here. The leaves are changing, the air is crisp, and the cooler temperatures are a welcome relief. But as those temperatures continue to drop, it's also a reminder that winter is just around the corner. We know it might feel a little early to start talking about freezing temperatures and snow, but now is the perfect time to make sure your roof is ready. Before the winter weather hits, wouldn't you like the peace of mind that your home is protected? If you're unsure about the condition of your roof or just want to be prepared for the months ahead, call the professionals you can trust at Newman Roofing. With over 30 years in business and 3 generations of Newmans in the roofing industry, we're dedicated to educating you about your roof so you understand exactly what's happening. We believe that an informed homeowner can make the very best decision for their needs. Give us at Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Let Newman Roofing help you prepare for winter the right way.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, loads and no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
This show gets you so close to high school football, you can smell the stinky shoulder pads. It's Byers Subaru Dublin High School Overtime on The Fan.
Welcome back in. Final segment of tonight's high school football overtime. I'm Ryan Baker. He is the guru, Lee Cochran, trying to get all of these scores in here for you before the night is over. And I think we've got, Lee, except for one score in the City League, I think we have every score in the City League, OCC, Mid-State League, and the Licking County League for you tonight.
Well, let's go through them.
Let's go ahead and hammer them. Let's start in the City League because it started there last night. East got a 43-16 win over Dayton Ponitz, so East improves to 8-1. Tonight in the City League, Beechcroft 22-15 winners over Centennial. Northland hands Linden McKinley their first loss of the season in overtime, 20-14, and 43-0. Whetstone beating Mifflin. That's in the City League North. In the City League South, Marion Franklin 27-14 winners over Briggs. West gets their first win of the year, 25-23 over South. In the OCC Buckeye tonight, Groveport improves to 5-4, 44-13. They beat Logan. Canal Winchester shuts out Lancaster. The Indians 8-1 now, 42-0. Pickerington Central 49-17. They beat Tays Valley. They clinch at least a share of that OCC Buckeye title. And Newark knocks off Reynoldsburg 35-21. Lee, let's go back to that Pickerington Central game real quick. You have some numbers on their freshman running back, Edmund McAllister, for the season?
Freshman. Freshman.
At
Remember
Pickerington
this.
Central.
At Pickerington Central, freshman. He has one thing. He just went over 1,000 all-purpose yards tonight. 1,076 all-purpose yards. 14 touchdowns. Did we say he's a freshman?
That's pretty impressive.
You know, and it continues to, boggle my mind a little bit that, a freshman can be a stud at the high school level for someone like a Pickerington Central.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing if it's, a smaller division, but when it's a big school like that with a history like Pickerington Central, good grief.
The physicality and the teams they play, and that is pretty amazing. One of the best, though, in that 2029 class. In the OCC Capital, Big Walnut. They're 8-1 now on the year, 35-6. They beat Dublin Scioto. Westland gets by Delaware, 24-17, and Worthington Kilbourne tops Westerville North, 34-17. OCC Cardinal, Olentangy Berlin wins their fourth straight, 41-7. They beat Marysville. Hilliard Darby gets their third win of the year, 29-12. They beat Thomas Worthington. And Olentangy comes from behind and knocks off Dublin Jerome tonight, 35-31. That Olentangy Berlin game next week for the OCC Cardinal title. It is our game of the week. And just a reminder, next week you can hear our game of the week over on the Fan 2. That's 1460 on the AM side. Of course, we will still be here on the FM after Blue Jackets hockey next Friday night. In the OCC Central, Olentangy Orange is 9-0, 38-14. They beat Hilliard Bradley. Olentangy Liberty, 21-7 winners over Hilliard Davidson. That sets up a matchup between those two for the OCC Central title next week. And Upper Arlington improves to 7-2, 42-7. They beat Dublin Kaufman. Westerville Central in the OCC Ohio gets by Central Crossing 30-0. Gahanna 44-20 winners over Grove City. Pickerington North 35-7. They beat New Albany. Let's go to the Central Buckeye League. Buckeye Valley gets a 35-3 win over Whitehall. Franklin Heights 35-7. They beat Bexley, and Columbus Academy knocks off Reedy 29-19. In the Mid-State League, Buckeye Fairfield Union improves to 5-4. They beat Amanda Clear Creek 34-14. Our game of the week here on the Fan, Bloom Carroll knocks off Hamilton Township 28-17. Circleville, their first league win tonight, 56-27. They beat Liberty Union. In the Mid-State League Cardinal, Fairfield Christian beat Byrne Union 32-12, 41-0. Grove City Christian shuts out Fisher Catholic, 30-0. Rosecrans with the shutout over Millersport. Licking County League Buckeye tonight. Licking Valley's 9-0, 58-13. They beat Mount Vernon. Watkins Memorial 42-14 winners over Licking Heights. Granville 52, Zanesville 8. Licking County League Cardinal, Newark Catholic doubles up Lakewood 28-14. Heath 40-3 winners over Northridge. And it was Johnstown 56, Utica 20. Some other games in the area. Jonathan Alders 8-1, 35-33. They beat Kenton Ridge. London remains undefeated, 37-0. They beat Tecumseh. West Jeffs 8-1, 20-7 winners over West Liberty Salem. Northeastern beats Mechanicsburg 52-26. Madison Plains a 28-27 win over Southeastern. Centerburg is 8-1 after a 59-6 win over East Knox. DeSales 23. Harrison 21, Hartley 39-26 over Kipp. Hunting Valley University School 21, St. Charles 20. Waterson's 8-0, 49-12. They beat Cincinnati Northwest. Westerville South in overtime squeaks by Harvest Prep 29-28. Lucasville Valley hands Grandview their third loss of the year, 41-8. Logan Elm 40-7 winners over Alexander. Chillicothe 36-14 over McLean. Westfall 53-21 over Piketon, and Miami Trace drops their first game of the year. They lose to Jackson 41-27. Woo! Lee,
that was
what
good.
A week 9 of high school football. And I got to get some thoughts on that first before we let you loose on week 10.
Okay, thoughts on it. One, congratulations to all the teams that have clinched a share of titles tonight. And by my count, with some games we haven't got the scores on yet, we still have 5 unbeaten teams in the area and 9 teams that haven't won a game. So I found that kind of interesting. And, week 9's not over yet. We got a big game tomorrow.
That is, yeah.
At Centric, at Walnut Ridge. Both of them are 5-0 in the City South. That game kicks off at noon tomorrow. That should be a whale of a ball game. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Week 9's in the mirror.
Do it.
I want 10. I want week 10. Look at these games next week. You've talked about some. Berlin and Olentangy for the Cardinal, OCC Cardinal. Berlin's won the last 4 meetings. Then you've got Orange and Liberty next week. Liberty's won the last 2 meetings in that. What a turnaround by Liberty. Goodness. North and Gahanna. This kind of surprised me. Gahanna's won the last 4 meetings between those teams, which is good. We've also got Linden playing East. And if Linden can beat East, it could be a 3-way tie. So week 10, let's go to bed. Let's wake up. Be Friday.
Let's talk another hour about Week 10. Congratulations to all the teams that won in Week 9. The Kevin Stefanski Show coming up next right here on The Fan.
All the Ohio State conversation you can handle. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Your Ohio State flagship station.